Now, in a recent tweet, Ice Universe said, nothing has changed except the chip on the S23 lineup. Now, that might sound really disappointing, and to a certain extent, I agree too, but it is exactly not the case. Let me tell you. So just like the iPhone 14, which does almost the same thing as iPhone 13, Samsung will do almost the same kind of thing with the S23 series, except the chip will get an upgrade to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is gonna be a crazy bonkers chip anyway. Now, if you want to know about the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, I will link down below my video on that. But that's a different thing. Anything else? Well, yeah, this year Samsung will skip the Exynos variant totally. So yeah, that's probably gonna make you happy. Even though the design will stay almost the same, but there are going to be quite a bit of hardware changes, at least somewhat. So I have already covered the S23, so here I'm going to talk about the S23 Ultra. Now, recently Ice Universe himself has posted this photo, and the difference between the S22 Ultra and the S23 Ultra might look very minor, but they are. The side profile will be much more flatter compared to the S22 Ultra, which is actually quite a bit curvy at the sides. So that's actually going to change. The overall dimension will look almost similar, and so much so that you're not going to be able to tell the differences. Even the rear cameras will look almost the same as well. But that doesn't mean the cameras are not getting an update. The software upgrades, well, we will get to know about them slowly. It's too early for that. But the hardware upgrade wise, they're gonna be a 200 megapixel camera. Now, it has been a while since Samsung announced the 200 megapixel sensor, the first one. Recently also they announced the Samsung's 200 megapixel ISOCELL HP3 sensor. According to Ice Universe, and it will be 1/1.3 inches sensor in size, and it will have 0.6 micrometer size pixels. As for the aperture, it will be f1.7. So it is gonna be crazy good. Now, for reference, the S22 Ultra's 180 megapixel sensor is a 1/1.33 inch sensor with 0.8 micrometer size pixels and f1.8 aperture. So either way, it's not a massive of an upgrade compared to last year, but it's still a great camera gonna be. Now, he also adds that it will only be a little bigger than the iPhone 14 Pro's 48 megapixel camera. Now, if you're thinking smartphone companies have that kind of size limitation that prevents them from equipping their phone with very large sensors, so there is a very big limit attached to it, and that's the only reason why we see the pixel binning technology. So whether you talk about iPhone or whether you talk about Samsung Galaxies, pixel binning is everywhere, and that's how the cramped smaller pixels can work together to act as a one big pixel to take more detailed shots even in low light. Many buyers even think that the megapixel count is everything, which it isn't actually. At the end of the day, if you are a tech geek, you know that there are many factors and many other things that influence our image quality. That includes the sensor size, that includes the NPU, that includes a better ISP, and so many other things. The S23 Ultra will also have two 10 megapixel cameras just like the S22 Ultra, 10x and 3x optical zoom capable. Now, other than that, it is also expected to have the same 6.8 inch display and a 5000 mAh battery. But this year, I can totally say you that this year the display will have at least 2000 nits of peak brightness to compete with iPhones. Now, last week there is an application made public by Galaxy Club shows us that Samsung is actually working on face recognition system for its future Galaxy S and Z phones, the flagship phones. The application discusses uses of two cameras placed under the display to create a better 3D model of the user's face. Quite a bit like the Face ID, but more like a different way of doing it. So according to the patent, the two under-display cameras will be placed as far apart from each other as possible. So they will be able to take two different depth maps of the user's face and combine them. So you can't really fool the system with any kind of photos. That's actually good. So it is still not known whether it will come with the S23 Ultra or maybe in the future, but yeah, there is a hope always. The S23 Ultra has been spotted getting its 3C certification, revealing that the phone is actually tested with, again, Samsung's 25-watt charging adapter. Oh man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How excited you are or how sad you are. So before the outro, here is Agate Series 2 wallpaper pack. This wallpaper pack contains total of 14 8K wallpapers custom made for your desktops, tablets, laptops and your modern smartphones. You can visit the link in the description below to get a discounted price, or you can simply visit my website jointheavid.com/wallpapers to get more discounts. And not just that, you're also gonna find a lot more tech news and stuff much faster than these videos on the website. So definitely visit my website. Until the next one, bye and take care.